now so far. So, so how do you want the refresher to go? Like, you want me to repeat all the topics, or you want me to explain like few of the topics here? Like, how do you want to like proceed with this refresher session? So, as per like you, as per what you say, we'll go along with that. Nishkash, actually, yes, we started a bit late because if we started on 5, then it was just like few people, very few people, 5 to 6 people, and many more have joined later on. So फिर उनका skip हो जाता है. So we always start, a few minutes later. Start pandas. I think that I'll start pandas. I don't have, but uh, I don't know. Some of you among the batch might have asked for a refresher or for revision. So, तो उस हिसाब से है refresher. नहीं तो I can go with pandas, no issue. Let me ask like from everybody. So, is anybody like wants me to repeat any topic या समझाना चाहते हो और refresher में like you. So if you do not want to start a new topic and you just want to cover something new, I want responses from everybody. Then as per that, I'll proceed. So we have 15 people here. So please give me your input so that we can take the class as per that. Okay. NumPy, Nishkarsh, we are just like very few topics like from NumPy. Then it's almost finished. Pandas suggestion. Let's start with refresher. New topic. Okay, so let's do one thing like initial 1 hour हम क्या करते हैं? I've got mixed responses. Some of you are saying start with new topics. Some of you are saying like an hour की पहले एक an hour कुछ कर लेते हैं. Let's do some practices and then move along. तो दोनों चीजें हो जाएंगी. Initial में let's like solve your doubts या फिर I'm okay with both. I miss NumPy. Okay. So okay, मैं पहले ये करती हूँ. We are just very left with very few functions from NumPy. I'll cover them. उसके बाद किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है, क्वेरी है या कोई टॉपिक रिवीजन करना है, I'll explain that the very first hour. And after that we'll begin with pandas. अगर मतलब कोई specific topic नहीं है, you want me to explain कि किसी को किसी टॉपिक में कंफ्यूजन है, अगर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है तो जो NumPy के टॉपिक्स रहते हैं we'll start with that. And then overall, I try to look for questions which I can give you. Otherwise, then we start with pandas. Is it okay with everybody? Okay, good to go. So I have shared this file NumPy as well. So आपके पास all of you might be having this code here, which is visible on my screen. You all are having this piece of code. ठीक है, it was in NumPy and उससे initial classes वाला also I've shared with you. ठीक है. So I think we did come product in the last session. We did addition, we did multiplication, we did subtraction, division. So yeah, let's come to this cell number 318. Import. Give me. I need to import NumPy. That's why I've got an error. I need to run the file. So long. Ankur, by the way, आपके कौन से टॉपिक मिस हुए थे? Like, what did you miss in NumPy?
I missed the whole NumPy, Sujata.
Okay, okay.
The whole session last Sunday session.
So, like, do we have recording? Like, these sessions are getting recorded, or
Yes,
are
yes, yes, yes. These are
तो
getting
आप
recorded.
या तो आप उसमें देख लेना है. At any point कोई question हो, then I'll help you out.
Yes, yes.
ठीक है. Now,
हाँ जी.
is till now, till this point we have covered. Now, what we are doing is, like, I'm introducing the concept of NaN here. So what is NaN? This will be like, it will be coming along when we work with machine learning models and we work with real data sets. So you'll find this very common. So NaN values are referred like where you have something null, or it can be this was my array 0, 1, 2, and when I'm dividing 0 by 0, so it's 0. Zoom a bit. Okay. Good to go, Aditya. Okay. If you do a simple 0 by 0, it gives a zero division error. But in case of an array, if you divide a value which is an array and you divide it by 0, you get a NaN value. You see, so NaN values can be like it can be generated like this. It can be like values which are missing, or like wherever you don't have a value, that comes out to be a NaN value. So you won't find anything blank. So if there is a data, if there is a list of values, you won't find anything blank. कि चलो blank है. No, you will find a NaN written. Okay, so this is the representation of a missing value. And uh, Saurabh, I don't have idea about this one. Damini will help you out, but I know the sessions are getting recorded. So maybe on YouTube, I think students are accessing the tutorials. Okay. So this is the introduction of Hanji, yes. So this is the introduction for NaN here. When we divide an array with 0, so it comes out to be 0 by 0 comes out to be NaN. And let's say if I'm dividing 1 by 0, you see, it gave me a division error, that is division by 0 not possible. But in case of NumPy, when I'm dividing 1 by 0, it's giving me infinity. So you see the behavior, like NumPy values, like NumPy उसमें चीजें अलग से बनाई हुई हैं. So they're a bit different than the normal Python operations. Although they are authentic, वो चीजें सही हैं, but a different way of representation by NumPy. Okay, so when we move along in our 2ML models, we'll be treating NaN values with multiple techniques कि हम कैसे null values replace कर सकते हैं. So as already told that arrays are much faster, so operation can be performed. And one more thing, you see this pink piece of this pink thing here, they are warnings, they are not error. So if at any point you face such kind of things, then don't worry about it. They're just warning that if some module might be going to be deprecated, or might be like some upper version of that is available. So that they're just warning that something new or something has changed. So it's okay to totally ignore the warnings. It does not mean that your code is wrong or somewhere done a mistake. No, they're not error. You see, I'm getting my result here. With a warning,
Can
I'm
we
getting
replace it? Can we
so
remove it rather?
yeah, with for warnings, in order to remove warnings, we have a different command. So for that, you need to import,
Warnings.
yes, warnings. And then you have to make a filter for that. And then ignore. Oops. So when you do this, then you don't get warnings. You see, so it's okay to ignore warnings. That it does not decrease your key code key productivity. No, nothing such. So you can ignore warnings. Let me copy paste and send it to you. So it's always better to import this and filter warnings as per ignore in the very initial cell when you work along, so that if at any point there is a warning coming, then it is ignored automatically. Okay. Now 1 by array is just I'm dividing the values of an array. My array is updated. Okay, it is h. Actually, I've not run the cell above that, so I'm getting this error. I need to run it once. Okay, now I will be able to. You see, I'm able to perform all kind of operation, be it a division, be it taking the cube of a value or anything. So arrays are very, very powerful with these kind of operations. So, and also it has multiple. So what I'm doing here, POW is my function, or it's a similar thing. You do it this way, or you use this keyword I've told you before as well. So I'm just doing the cube root. Oh, sorry, I'm just cubing the values. Okay. Now moving on, we have covered this random integer. We have done it. Square roots, V shape. We have done it. Okay. So multiple inbuilt functions are also given by NumPy. So let's say this is my array 1. Now let's say I want that all the values, I want to get the product of an array. Then NumPy has the function called as .prod, and then you just feed in the name of an array which you want to, like, just आपको product चाहिए, and then by just running this command it will calculate the complete product of your array and you get the result. Similarly, you just calculate the mean and you get the result. ऐसे ही the standard deviation है. Then we have A around. What it will do it, okay, let me run it one by one. So maybe at that time you won't have confusion. So if I'm saying A around, what it will do is it is similar to that round function. So if I'm saying here, let's say if I'm saying round, and then I'm saying 6.25 till one decimal place. Now I'll get the result as 6.2. So similarly, if you, let's say if I'm doing 6.25 or let's say 6.65, then A around will do it, like it will automatically, this round will control the number of decimal, but just like math and in math function, math library, we have ceil and floor. So NumPy में इसको A around दे दिया. If something above, then it got converted to 6. And let's say if it was 2, it would have been 5. So it will change your number to a complete integer instead of the floating value. So the function is used as A round, or alternative to that is you can use a math library. So that is another library which allows you to perform mathematical operations, like import math, and then let's say math dot. If you want the upper value, or this is for the lower value, let's say 5.85. It will give me 5. It will give me always the floor value. Even if the next value is more than 5, I'll still get 5. But I just want the upper value. Let's say then I have to do ceil. And then if it is 1 here, I will get 6. So it's okay. Like ये इस पे dependent नहीं है. It will just convert a value up or down depending upon floor or ceil function you want to give. A round will just basis on the first digit after decimal. It will change your number either to the upper level or either to the lower level. Okay. Now absolute, what it will do is like it is used to convert negative values to positive. If I'm feeding in -5 here and I print the result, you say I've gotten 5 here. So whenever you want to convert a negative value to a positive, then you have to use this np.abs, or both are the same, just different function. मतलब नाम अलग है. Even this is a short form and this is the complete name. Both do the same thing. If I'm doing -50, I'll get a positive 50. So in order to convert a negative to a positive, we use absolute. Cum product, just like cum sum, cum product works. So let me print my A here. So how does it work? Similar, वही वाला pattern है. It will take this element, it will multiply it with 20. So initial value is 10. When 10 is multiplied by 20, it came out to be 200. And when it was 200 at this point, it was multiplied by 30. So it came out to be 6,000. Now 6,000 was multiplied by 40, and जो result आया 24,000 was multiplied by this, and so on. Kind of step कि पहले इस पे, then jumping onto this, then on 30, then 40. See how cum product works. ये थोड़ा pandas में अलग तरह से behave करता है, but in NumPy it works this way. अगर कम सम होता तो भी it would have gone in this pattern, this way. So kind of like this. Okay. So this is cum prod, and similarly you get the value for cum sum, and आपकी values are added. So 10 plus 20 comes out to be 30, then 60, then 100, and so on. And the last is argmax. It will give you the index of maximum value. When I'm saying argmax, let me erase this drawing. So which is the maximum value here? 60. So you see, it gave me 5. It did not give me a 2D or an index in form of an array. So what it does is argmax, हमने पहले भी किया था, it will convert your array to one dimension and it will start your index from 0, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 60 is at index number 5. So it gave me the index, and similarly is for argmin. It will give me 0 for that. Okay. So these are some of the inbuilt functions which are supported by NumPy. So any confusions in any of them? Okay. Anybody else? Come sum and come prod. Okay, Rajat is asking. Okay. So argmax क्या करेगा? Where is argmax? Argmax will give you the index. So what it will give you the index value of your maximum. जहाँ पे आपकी in your array wherever you have a maximum value, argmax will give you the index for that. So this is our array, and out of this, where is our maximum value? So it is at 60. So argmax will convert your, so what is the dimension of array we have? It is a 2D array, you see. So what argmax will do is it will convert your 2D array to 1D. So what is the index for 10? It is 0. Then 20 is 1. This is 30 is 2. 40 is 3. And 50 is 4. And 60 is 5. After converting it to 1D, so ideally, what is the index location? Yes, it gives you the index for the maximum value. If you give min, argmin, it will give you index for minimum value. So arg, where will find arg, it will give you index thing. Okay. So Kanishka is asking for come sum and come product. Okay. Oops. So if I'm talking about come product, it says like cumulative product, that is multiply all values one by one. So what is the very first value here? 10. So the very first occurrence in the output is 10. Now 10 is multiplied with 20. What came out to be? 200. Now this 200 is multiplied with 30. Like इन दोनों का जो product है, इन दोनों का जो product है is multiplied with 30. Correct? Now what came out to be 6,000. Now in तीनों का जो product है like 10 into 20 into 30, whatsoever the value was, what it was 6,000. Now that 6,000 is multiplied with 40. So it came out to be 24,000. Now product of all these values 10, 20, 30 and 40 is multiplied with 50. So what came out to be this value? Now including 50, all values are multiplied and they are multiplied with 60, and I'm getting this 72 and something is the result. So this is come product, like in a particular way, element by element, they are multiplied with each other, and that is why you see our the values are getting increased, because मेरा array में भी increasing pattern में है मेरी values. So similarly, come sum में भी ऐसे ही होता है. When you do come sum 10, initially मेरा output आएगा 10, and then 10 is added to 20, so it came out to be 30. Then 30 is added with this 30. So 60 हो जाएगा. Then that 60 is added with this 40, so 100 हो जाएगा. Then that 100 is added with this 50, so 150, and then 150 will be added to this 60, so it will come 210. तो when similar like वही पैटर्न है जो कम प्रोडक्ट का पैटर्न है, वही कम सम का पैटर्न रहेगा. So this is what my result is when we get a कम सम. क्लियर हुआ कनिष्का? Okay. Same thing here. You can also square the values by using either EVV's power function or double asterisk, or there's an sorry, There is an inbuilt function name as well, dot square, which will automatically square all of the values. ठीक है? D type gives you data type. It means the value here are in integer. Okay. Argmax explained. You can work with sine theta or those kind of values as well. So NumPy has n number of uh, uh, functions available. So this will give me sine theta value. So iska mathematically, trigonometry jo which we did at some point. So sine theta is given. You can get the logarithm values as well. So simple. This is log 2. You can just do this log as well. So it will give you log base 2, log base 10. So a log functionality is also given by NumPy if you want to rescale the value. That is, you want to change the scale of values. You want to take the log of them. Then you can use NumPy log. It will just log them. Also, what you can do is like np.power. What it will do is, what is done here? I'm feeding in array. So ideally, हमारा क्या होता है? Okay. So if I say here np.power and 2 to the power of, or 10 to the power of 2, I get 100. So what is to be powered comes first, the times the power we want comes second. Now what I've done here, I want an array like 2 to the power of this another array. Ideally हमारे यहाँ पे 2 values हैं. You see every value is gotten squared. So if I give let's say I'm giving a 3 here. So my 3, so irrespective है. Okay, let me give a 3 here. Let me give a 2 and let's give me a 3. एक second now. Now there is a combination. 2 was squared. This came out to be 1 pair. 3 was powered 3 times. So we came up with 27. 4 was powered 3 times. So we came up with 64. 5 was squared. So we came up with 25. And 6 was done cube. So it came out to be 216. So it's not just with one value. You can feed in an array and then you can get the result. Like one to one power with like आपको थोड़ा ज़्यादा dynamic चाहिए and at some point then you can do such kind of things in by an array as well. Yes. Yeah, that's one. No, not they are not mandatory in OpenCV. Like NumPy, wherever you like in when you want to create mathematical function, NumPy use होता है, लेकिन compared to Pandas and NumPy, Pandas is sufficient enough to solve most of our problems. But whenever there is a mathematical requirement, then हम NumPy use करते हैं. OpenCV में OpenCV, it's not just only with OpenCV. कहीं भी आपको rescaling या reshape करना पड़ता है या data rescale करना पड़ता है, then at that point you might use NumPy. OpenCV में हमारे images होते हैं, हम videos होते हैं, उनको हम rescale करते हैं. RGB से हम उनको black and white लेते हैं, तो हम array बनाते हैं, reshape करते हैं. So wherever, not just in NumPy, anywhere where जहाँ में ऐसे चीजें करनी पड़ती है, मैं use NumPy. So the NumPy is finished here. So these were just basic function, बहुत आसान है, बस याद करने वाली चीज है. No else, like कोई और ज़्यादा logic नहीं है इसके पीछे. So give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'll do that. Give me just 2 minutes. Okay, sorry to for just taking few minutes. So we just have half an hour left. तो इसमें हम मोटा-मोटा revision कर लेते हैं हर topic का. Then we'll start with pandas. ठीक है? So we are done with NumPy. Any specific topic you want me to start with, or I should just start with the basic list operations? या कोई specific topic है you want me to start with? hold it. So should I start with the basic, the very initial list operations dictionary set, or do you want me to start with another, like उसके अलावा जो हमने string formatting किया था या फिर opening a file किया था, like tell me where do you want me to start with, or else I'll start with the list basic half an hour के लिए, then we'll start with pandas. हाँ जी बताओ, nobody is responding, तो let me start with list then, like if you not giving me any input, तो let's start with the basic list operations. Revision हो जाएगा. What about others? Kanishka is good to go with list. See, I don't want कि आपको बस ये लगे मैम ने कहीं से भी उठा के शुरू कर दिया. So I just want कि आपको you are good to go with that, कि कहीं पे कोई भी सी टॉपिक की रिविजन चाहिए, then I'll start with that, else तो मैं लिस्ट से करूंगी. Okay.
मैम यही तो है. दिस इज सरब. आई एम
हाँ
नॉट
जी.
श्योर कौन कितना प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है, सो दैट इज व्हाई आई सजेस्टेड कि आप हमें एक्सरसाइजेस दे देते, हम वो प्रैक्टिस कर लेते, तो हमें भी समझ आ जाता हमें कितनी रिवीजन की जरूरत है कितनी नहीं, बिकॉज नो वन इज रियली गिविंग यू और टेलिंग कि एक्चुअल टॉपिक क्या है जिसकी रिवीजन की जरूरत है. सो उसमें हमारा भी एक सेल्फ टेस्ट हो जाता. बट यू कैन गो विद द मेजॉरिटी वट एवर दे आर सेइंग.
ठीक है, तो just half an hour we'll do the basic revision and then we'll start with pandas. Okay, meanwhile, okay everybody, I want you to, oh चलो ठीक है नहीं करते list. Okay, all of you are clear with the concept of function? तो function में I want you to define a function such that you take a user input and after taking a user input then you have to tell that उसमें हमें बस user input से तीन चीज बतानी है initially, that the number is greater than 0. हाँ जी Rishkash, we can do it, but उससे पहले I'm giving you all of a question. So take user input and tell that if the number given by user is either greater than 0, smaller than 0 or equal to 0. ठीक है? And after that ask the user that do you like, if the user wants to proceed then ask the user another number. If the user does not want to proceed then exit the function. So अभी like it's 36, थोड़ी देर में like this is what you have to do now. So मुझे ये function बना के दिखाओ, then I'll discuss the solution and then we'll begin the pandas. So take user input, tell the number that given number by user is either greater than 0, less than 0 or equal to 0 and ask again कि do you want to proceed. अगर है yes आता है positive, then ask the number again and वही process फिर से, tell the number that again smaller than, less than, greater than and ask again until the user says that I don't want to proceed or I want to exit. Then only you have to exit the function, else you do not have to. You have to just keep on asking that give me the number which you want to test for and then again give the result and then again ask. Clear what you have to do? Okay. हाँ जी निष्कर्ष, we can do replacement. उसके लिए we need to iterate over all the values in the list and then use the replace command. We have done this as well. When we were on for loop, we have done this. I'll show you. We have done it. Okay, let me show you now. See, this was our list, Nishkarsh. This was our list which we covered that time. So this was list and we want to make a replacement for ASS. So what we did was, agar string mein tha, to simple replace was working fine. So when it was in the form of list, so we just iterated over each and every value that is for I in A, and we made jinko clear hai, you can just start with your function. And जिनको कोई भी confusion है तो meanwhile I'll be helping people. ठीक है? So for I in A, we check the value that if I is equal to at some point is equals to this value, and if it is, then we are fetching the index value for that particular term, and then this is the list command, list operation again. With given this index, I'm replacing the value. So ये एक ऐसी सी चीज है here. Where are you? Yes. So that operation, like this was my list here with these many elements, and I want to change the value. So instead of 1, I want 10 to be written. So मैंने क्या किया? I've just given the index value. Direct replace cannot be used. You just have to, because for loop may if you say a dot replace. So what is a? A is your list, so it won't work that way. If you want to just use a replace function, then it has to be a string. Otherwise, if it is in a list or in a tuple or somewhere stored in some other type, you have to iterate over it, and then only you can the replacement. Direct ये replace नहीं चलेगा. Let me show you even. It says like it's not, it won't work this way. You see, it gave me an error. List object has no attribute replace. So you have to iterate over the values, and then only you can perform this replace command. And is it clear what you have to do, what kind of function you have to define, and what is to be done? What is the process flow? Is anybody having any confusion? If there is, so please बताओ. Okay. End result में Aditya, like you have to take in user input, and user will give you a number, and then you have to tell that the number given is either positive, negative, or equal to 0. And then you have to ask the user again that does the user want to proceed, and if the user want to proceed, then you have to ask for another number, and then again give the test that the number given is either positive, negative, or 0, and again ask the user that now do you want to proceed, and if it says no, then only exit. Otherwise, till the time user is saying I want to proceed or giving a yes, then you just have to keep on repeating that. You just have to ask the value again give the result, and ask again that do you want to proceed, this way. So it will use all of the concept, like loops लगेंगे, conditions लगेंगे, function define होगा. So everything will be used in this function. किसी को किसी टॉपिक में confusion हो that you are having some doubt while solving this problem, तो बताओ, I'll help you out. हाँ जी, कहीं कुछ प्रोसीड हुआ या स्टिल अभी लाइक stuck at some point, yeah, getting to the solution? Okay. Let me run your solution, Disha. Mm. What, Disha, what is the use of taking this input then? If we are using number which is while you're giving it in the parameter, as a parameter, in while you're calling the function, then what is the use of taking user input? We're not using it anywhere.
Achha, I thought, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Disha.
I thought कि username and guest name should be equal or ऐसा
No,
कुछ करना.
no, you have to take user input and you have to evaluate that user input, that the given number by user is greater than 0, equal to, or smaller, and then you have to ask again that do you want to proceed, and if the user says yes, then you have to ask the number again ki chalo theek hai, if you want to proceed, ask the number again, give me another number, and then again give the results ki number greater than hai, 0 hai, smaller than hai. Till the time user says no, then you don't have to exit the function, or you don't have to finish.
ठीक है. Let me try again.
Okay. Ten minutes to go, so just 4-5 minutes more. So just 4 to 5 minutes more, and then we'll discuss the solution part. Or you want to take it as a homework and come back tomorrow with the solution, or do you want me to tell it right away? Exit means you have to ask user that do you want to proceed, and if user says no, then you have to exit. And if user says yes, then again that process will repeat. If he says no, or if the input given is no, then exit. प्रतीक अब तो बस खत्म होने वाला है 1 or 2 minutes, then अभी टाइम you won't be able to make, बहुत कम टाइम है. Yeah, हालांकि I'm telling the question. What I've given is you have to define a function such that if user gives an input, like taking user input, you have to tell that the number given by user is either positive, negative, or 0. And if the user says, then you have to ask user again that do you want to proceed, and if user says yes, then you have to ask the number again, and then again tell that the given number is either positive, negative, or 0, and then ask user again that now do you want to proceed, and if says yes, then again the same process will go, and if user says no, then you have to exit. Okay, some of you have sent it with the response. Pratik, clear hua what the question was? Okay, first of all, Rajat, give me, let me run your code, Rajat. संचित, फॉरवर्ड का मतलब क्या? मतलब फॉरवर्ड आप लिख रहे हैं, समझ नहीं आया. ठीक है. Okay, Sanjit, it's good to go. आपका कोड ठीक है. I'm getting the result. Okay, then sorry, Rajat. Rajat, your code is good to go. Sanchit, I'll see your result now. Let me run your code. Okay.
Ma'am,
Sanjit,
it's madam, ये भी complete नहीं है. This code is not complete. I can't understand how I proceed further. In
Okay.
इतना को भी ठीक है अभी तक जो मैंने करा है.
जो आपने रिटर्न किया है वो भी गलत है. रिटर्न ऐसे नहीं होगा. एंड वन मोर थिंग, you are taking one user input as per your command. You are taking one user input and then you are using a for loop in that. So if I'm just giving with a user input, I'm giving just 5. So can you use a for loop with just a value of 5?
Okay.
It means you are saying for I in 5. अगर मैं आपने input लिया है 5 आप दे रहे हो, तो अब you are saying for I in 5, which is not done because 5 is not iteratable. For loop हमेशा list पे चाहिए. In that case, अगर कुछ ऐसा at some point करना है, then use range function so that you are able to generate number till 5. Simple 5 से नहीं होगा. And return आपका जो है गलत, वो भी गलत है. इस point पे loop की जरूरत ही नहीं है इसमें.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So only Rajat gave it to me. So बाकी सबका nobody is able to solve it. Do you want to take it as a homework and come back tomorrow with the answer, or do you want me to discuss the solution now? Because only one, because एक ही मुझे सही आंसर मिला. What about others? Good with anything? बाकी बताओ, 18 लोग हैं यहाँ पे. Do you want to take it as a homework and do you want to do some more of kind of थोड़ा और कोशिश करना चाहते हो, or just the solution and then good to go? बताओ please. Only Disha and Sarab have responded. See, then I'll start the discussion part. If somebody wants, see, I'll go as per the majority. तो मुझे please reply. ठीक है. So मुझे अभी तक 4 वोट मिले हैं. Majority में it's like share the solution, discuss the solution. Okay then. अभी majority share the solution. ठीक है, just I'm starting the solution part now. Aditya and Tushar only 2 votes saying give us that homework. बाकी सब. Okay then. So yes, this is a function I've given line by line execution. By this, I define my function given this sign as my key name. I'm defining one parameter here that whatsoever value will be taken by user, it has to be stored into X. So I'm giving multiple condition. So if I'm saying if X is equals to exit, then the simple exit, it has to match. You see, it has to match. I'm giving a matching value. If the user gives an exit, then this will be my result. Or if user gives any number. Okay, one more thing, you see the difference here. I've just used a simple X here and I've used integer in order to convert the value. So if exit आता है तो ये value return हो जाएगा, and else anything apart from exit, that value will be converted to integer and it will be checked for this condition. तो ये तीनों condition check हो जाएंगी. इसमें this is not a big deal here कि 0 है तो equal to z, else में मैंने 0 रखा है. Positive के लिए this is the condition, negative के लिए this is the condition. So this is just a simple if block. ठीक है. Now another thing was that you have to ask the user that do you want to proceed or not. So Python में line by line execution है. This is one piece of code. So let's say at a point user gave me a number, let's say 19. So my this elif condition came out to be true and I'll get this result. I'll get this elif, that is the line number 5 condition to be true, and जो मेरे result है वो जो simple पहला output positive आएगा. Then my this complete if elif block will exit. Then what is after this elif block? तो मेरा ये block आ गया. इसमें what is the very first command here? I'm asking again for user input that do you want to proceed, and also I'm doing a dot lower here that if a user give me a positive capital Y or small y, तो मेरा उससे like I don't have to give multiple conditions. अब you can say here that y is equals to capital Y or small y, वो चीज चल जाएगी, but you know, or if a command is there then to solve the problem, then why not to use it. Then dot lower, तो जो भी user input देगा, be it a capital Y or small y, then it will be converted to my lowercase. I'm making this comparison, and if this comparison, like if the condition is satisfied, you see I'm calling the function again. Now when I'm saying sign input enter the value, this function will be called, and what will be X referring to? Input the value 1. Okay. And if says anything, if the user says anything except Y, then else block will run and will print thanks and it will return the function. Okay. Now let me erase all these. So when define the function, while I'm calling the function, I'm just calling the input command within the parameter, like as a parameter value. So जो भी मेरी value जाएगी, it will be referred to X. So this piece of code will run, positive, negative, 0 मेरा output आ जाएगा. After that, this statement will run. जो भी user input देगा, it will be converted to a lowercase, and then line by line, this will be executed if the condition satisfies. Else, otherwise, my else block will run and it will return. Okay. Big confusion. Now let me run this to you. Another way, like I have defined is, so let's say if I'm giving a 5 here, it says me positive and it's asking me. Now if I'm giving a capital Y, since my condition was for small y, it will run, you see, because many dot lower डाला है. It asks me the value again, and let's say if I'm giving -7 here, it give me negative. And again, capital Y or let's say small y, it will still run. And if I'm giving 0, it will run. If I'm saying n here, you see it just came out of the function block. clear like what the process flow is? Any confusion, anybody? बाकी सबको क्लियर है, समझ में आया या स्टिल एट सम पॉइंट की कहीं कोई कंफ्यूजन है? हाँ जी रजत, बताओ क्या क्वेश्चन है? हाँ, इट्स ओके। सी, टू सॉल्व अ प्रॉब्लम देयर आर मल्टीपल वेज, तो जरूरी नहीं है मेरा तरीका ठीक है। सी, until unless you're getting the correct solution, the way is correct. Okay, this one is so I think you only shared it me with that one. I'm not getting correct. जो आपने पहले कोर्स शेयर किया था, I checked it out and it was working fine. So this one is different here. We have taken multiple inputs here. Okay. Again, you see the very first mistake. You have written a function name. In is an itself keyword. You see, it has turned out to be green. तो it is colliding. In एक inbuilt function का नाम है, तो आप उसको override कर रहे हो. सबसे पहले mistake. Try giving some different name. यहाँ पे green हो गया है, तो you should have कि तो this should not be in here. ठीक है. उसके बाद you're saying it's positive, and then why are you asking? What do you say? What you're taking user input, checking the value, then print positive, then again taking user input, फिर if else में. Let me run it. Let me just run your code. Anyone? See what you have done. See, एक तरीका भी होता है. I'm not saying it wrong. If we get the solution, good to go. But you see how many user inputs you are taking here. 1, another 2, another 3, here another 4, another 5. So 8 and more even here. Another 6, 7. So like this is not. You get the solution, okay, but optimal way nahi hai. You are overusing a thing. So try to कि ऐसा हो कि आप ज़्यादा extra भी use नहीं कर रहे हो. आप इसमें see how many variables you are creating for just taking a user input. एक यहाँ पे लिया आपने, हर एक else के लिए आप अलग user input ले रहे हैं. Although if you get a correct solution, but वो चीज ना एक वो जो होता है एक standard way to solve a problem. तो इसमें this is over usage of things here. These can be reduced. Let me run it now. EOL positive where I've deleted. Where indentation problem as well. Indentation problem. Now let me run it. No, see, you have not closed it. Again, there is an indentation problem here. Okay. Is anybody having any question? So that was one way, and another way, like I've taken a user input here. Another way you can do is just do not take any user input. Just leave the function blank. While calling the function, leave it blank. तो ऐसे भी आप कर सकते हो. If some of you might be thinking आपके में ऐसा idea आया हो. So what I've done here, see, I've taken my function as a blank. I've defined it as a blank. I've not defined any parameter, neither given any parameter. So what it will do now, well, the function will start like it is called, my function execution will begin and it will go to the very first line. What I'm taking user input. I'm comparing again, all this thing is happening. It will give me positive, negative, जो भी मेरी value is according, it will give me a result. So after this block, it will move to this block. So what is here? I'm taking another user input that is getting stored into y, and I'm again this way I'm converting it to a lowercase. So if the user input is equals to y, then I'm calling this function, and again when this function is called, it is again coming back to this line number 2. Okay, so either way you can use, either you can define, you can take the user input as a parameter, or you just do not pass any parameter, and when the function begin, take in a user input there. So this will also work fine. बाकी सबको क्लियर है? किसी को कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो? ओके Is anybody having any questions so far, like how things are done, या कहीं भी किसी point पे भी confusion है? हाँ जी बताओ प्लीज. Like why are you not responding? Only very few people are like responding. बाकी सब पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हो, आप जवाब भी नहीं दे रहे हो. Okay, then let's begin with pandas then, if सबको समझ में आ गया है तो. So pandas is as we already, like we all are using Anaconda, तो already इसमें pandas install होती है. We do not need to explicitly install it, but in whenever you want to install a package into your system, so we go to Anaconda prompt and we just type in this kind of command, and then that package is installed. So let's say अभी तो जैसे pandas है, मुझे कुछ और install करना होगा. I'll open my Anaconda prompt and I'll type conda install and then the package name, or if that command does not work, then just go to Anaconda or just type in Google key. There is a specific, let's say, if I want to import matplotlib, it is a kind of visualization library, although it is there in Anaconda, but still, अगर आपको किसी point पे कोई package import करना है अपने system में, so let's say then or let's say stats model, if you want to import this, then you will have the on the Anaconda home website, you'll get a command. At times conda install will work, but kabhi kabhi wo command nahi chalti. Then just go to this official web page of Anaconda, and then you'll find these kind of commands. Kabhi ek milegi, kabhi you'll find n number of. So just copy them and paste into your Anaconda prompt. So let's say I'm just copying this command here. Let's say although I'm having stats model into my system, but let's say assuming I don't have stats model, so I'll just copy this command and I'll find Anaconda prompt. So हमारे सबके system में Anaconda prompt है, so we'll just search the Anaconda prompt, and here I will just paste in my command and then do enter. So it will say my requirement is already satisfied. So this is the way, like how you install new packages to your system. So this is an example for stats model. ऐसे कोई भी library आपको install करनी है, so this is the way. अभी it will take some time, and in my it will say it's already satisfied. If अगर आपके में नहीं है, then it will install this stats model library into your Python library. ठीक है, so do you see here collecting package metadata? So this is the way it will work. So this is how we install a new module when the module or any other library, कोई ऐसी library जो नहीं है आपके system में, this is the way how we import a module. So इसमें कोई है, this is an important part. When moving on further, तो at some point you will find कि आपके में कुछ libraries नहीं है, then you will import it this way. इसमें किसी को कोई question है? Like how do we import another library or module into our system?
Sujata, there is an option in Anaconda. If you go, you can see that there is an environment possible. Okay, so we can search it and install it there as well, right? Is that possible there?
Where in
Anaconda Navigator.
For Anaconda prompt you want to search, or for what you want to search for?
Let's say for any library, there is no library, that specific library is not available. Okay, I go to the Anaconda Navigator, from where we launch the Jupyter, PyCharm, anything that we launch. Okay.
We always install using this Anaconda prompt. ऐसे हमारे चीजें install होती हैं. You
Okay,
might
okay,
look
okay.
for that if there वो library वहाँ present है या नहीं है, लेकिन in order to install something new, you have to go to Anaconda prompt and then you need to copy paste the command or just type in yourself and then you will be able to do it.
Okay,
So,
okay, okay.
telling ki how do you install a new module to your system. Let's say if you move on, आपको कुछ ऐसी library की जरूरत है और वो आपके system में नहीं है, in order to solve a problem, then how do we install that library to our system? So उसके लिए this I've given an example for this stats model. So what I've done is I've just done Google that install stats model into Anaconda, and I just came onto this official like web page of Anaconda, and the command is already given. So we just have to copy paste this command and open Anaconda prompt, और वहाँ जाके आपने paste करनी है, and this kind of screen कुछ execution होगा, it will take some time, and then after some time your that module will be imported to your system. If that module is not present, it will be imported. अगर वो है तो it will say या तो वो update हो जाएगा, or it will say that requirement is already satisfied.
So do we need to go to that specific location where the Anaconda is installed, or just any random location?
Anaconda prompt will automatically, it is automatically referring to that file जहाँ पे आपका Python installed
Okay,
है.
okay, okay.
Anaconda prompt में आपको path देने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Okay, okay, okay.
Just copy paste the command and just do enter. वो अपने आप location find out करके अपने आप install कर देगा. Module install, library install करने में किसी को कोई confusion कि how do you install a new library which is not present into your system?
Hello.
हाँ जी दिशा. हाँ जी दिशा.
ना मुझे वो प्रोग्रामिंग में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. मुझे ना वो प्रोग्रामिंग में क्लियर नहीं होता जो पुराना कोड लिखा था ना लोगों ने लास्ट कोड, जिसमें ना जो ऊपर आपने लिखा if num exist, सुनाई ना आपको?
Which one is in the function block?
हाँ, in function block. मुझे if को आपने exit बोला ना, क्यों ये क्यों लिखा था मैंने, ये क्यों रिटर्न किया इसको?
I was just giving a condition. Let's say मैंने यहाँ 5 लिखा and or let's say पहले yes, and then if I just write an exit, just an additional condition कि अगर मैं exit लिखूँ तो भी मेरा function exit हो जाए. Just an additional condition, nothing else.
अच्छा ठीक है, अगर ये ना भी लिखे तब भी still we can write from.
Not mandatory. No, it's not mandatory. You can just तो आप you start with if block. Do not start with. If you do not want to give this condition, just start with if block.
अच्छा ठीक है. हाँ, I was confused in this क्योंकि मेरा प्रोग्रामिंग आधा तो चला था आधा चल रहा था. I thought कि क्यों ऐसा?
It's not mandatory. मैंने एक additional levels की giving की, अगर आप at that point also if user want to exit right away, तो we should also give an option that point.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. So Rajat, आपका you missed this part. Which part? The installing a library. Aditya, if the package is installed, when you import that package into your IPYNB file, तो import हो जाएगा. It won't throw any error कि this is unidentified या system में exist नहीं करता. It will just run. ठीक है. Rajat, what did you miss? So let's say I wanted all of you to install Seaborn because this is a visualization library which will be working when we come to data visualization part. तो अगर जिसको process clear है तो install it yourself, और मैं अभी जैसे some of you have skip हो गया तो I'm doing it again for Seaborn. ठीक है. So let's say Seaborn is a data visualization library given by Python, just like Matplotlib. Seaborn भी हमारी एक library है which is built on the top of Matplotlib library. तो इसको use करने के लिए let's say Anaconda में हमारे system में Seaborn Anaconda के साथ नहीं होता. So in order to get the command, that what command is to be given, so I have written here Anaconda install Seaborn. Then I'll go to this official web page of Anaconda, and I'll get a command here. You see, I've gotten this command. So I'll just copy this command here.
So Radha, can you please share that URL of the Anaconda, this library area?
It is for Seaborn. Just write on Google.
No, I'll search it for others, but then I guess I missed it last time. I mean, last time when I was doing.
So जो मैंने भी URL सेंड किया है, it is for Seaborn. अगर आपको let's say कुछ और लाइब्रेरी सर्च करनी है, then you have to let's say or let's say you want to install pandas. तो जो Anaconda की वेबसाइट है official, you see anaconda.org. You see here this one. This is the official website for Anaconda. You just have to always go to this website and then look for the command. This is the command given here. So we just copy it. Let's say मैं इसको copy करूँगी. I won't install it. I'll just copy it and I'll go to Anaconda prompt. अगर I've given a shortcut on my taskbar in your system, just go to the search bar and type Anaconda prompt and उसको open कीजिए and just paste in the command here and do an enter. तो automatically it will install. It will ask for certain input की yes कीजिए, no कीजिए. Just give those inputs and it will automatically install that library जो भी आप जिसकी भी आप command लिख रहे हैं, and that library will be installed into your system. So is everybody able to import Seaborn? कोई है जिस जो नहीं कर पाया हो installing another library? Kanishka, you might have done it at some point then. Is anybody having any kind of issue while installing a library into your system? So this will work with every library. So जब आप real life real scenarios में code करेंगे, when you start working, you might need certain libraries which are not there with Anaconda. So उनको हमें अलग से explicitly install करना पड़ेगा. So like this is the process. How do you install it? Nishkars, actually we have not started pandas. I just told how to install a library into your system if it is not there. Pandas abhi shuru karenge. This is also an important part. You should know how to import libraries because हर चीज Anaconda में नहीं है, majorly है लेकिन हर चीज नहीं है. So at some point you will need this how to install. Haji, is any Aditya, what is this +1? So anybody is having any question या कोई having some trouble installing a library या किसी को भी, because this is important, आपको आना चाहिए library install करना. If not, then let's move on. Hanji, what about others? निष्कर्ष आपको क्लियर हो गया? नहीं, आपने तो पांडास ही मिस किया था. रजत, आपको क्लियर हुआ? Environment not writable. This current user does not have right permission to target environment. What have like आपने क्या process use किया सरब? No, this problem won't occur. Admin rights की issue नहीं आता कभी. And when you install a library. Rajat, उसमें just in your search window type Anaconda prompt. Search window, don't type run prompt, Anaconda prompt.
So Sujata, I searched for Seaborn on Google. I found anaconda.org वाला Seaborn का link. I copied the conda install C Anaconda Seaborn और मैंने Anaconda prompt में वो डाल के enter किया. तो उसके बाद so that's what I've done. उसके बाद आ रहा था the following packages will be downloaded, Seaborn 0.9.0 and then the following packages will be updated. तो वो conda को update करने की कोशिश कर रहा है and then it asked me proceed yes or no. I typed Y, तो उसके बाद फिर ये error आया है.
So वो conda को अपडेट करना का या Seaborn को अपडेट करने की permission it was asking for. Go to your Jupyter notebook and type this command, import Seaborn. If अगर वो import हो गई है, then the command will run. See, in order to check that the module is installed, the library is installed, just try importing that. So import Seaborn. Ideally हम SNS से denote करते हैं Seaborn को. So it should run. If that library is installed, so it should run. अगर नहीं हो तो it will throw an error.
हाँ हो गया है.
हो गया तो Seaborn is installed in your system. हाँ जी, व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? रजत आपको मिला और बाकी सब तो बता ही नहीं रहे. अंकुर का हो गया, प्रतीक का हो गया, संचित इज डन, आदित्य इज गुड टू गो, कनिष्का इज गुड टू गो.
Sujata, we can always change the imported libraries, the name that we use, right? Just the way you have imported, like say you import Seaborn as SNS. So I can use any other name, SNS or SB, or for that matter, anything I can use it.
You can use any other name, but एक जो global standard है, see we always write code in such a way that if at any point I am reading your code or somebody else is reading your code, we should be able to understand. तो SNS जैसे NumPy का NP है, Pandas का PD है, so SNS is a kind of global representation for Seaborn. You can use any other, no problem. But एक जो standard जो लोग use करते हैं वो SNS है. Otherwise you can use your own, no problem in that.
Okay.
ठीक है. तो ये जरूर चेक कर लेना. अगर वो बाकी एनाकोंडा प्रॉम्प्ट से पता चल जाता है इंस्टॉल हो गया नहीं होगा, जस्ट टू वेरीफाई, ट्राई इंपोर्टिंग इट इन योर जुपिटर नोटबुक. तो if it is running, then without any error, तो good to go. Do you see any loophole in this code? Okay, Aditya, I need to run it and then I will tell you. Okay, now let's start. Just go to this interrupt kernel button. It will take some time initially. अगर नहीं जा रहा है कुछ देर बाद, just go to this interrupt kernel and press it or restart the kernel. Ideally Seaborn में तो हो जाएगा थोड़ी देर में. Okay, so now let's start with Aditya. I'll come when we come to end our class, then we'll do it. Okay, now let's begin with pandas. So it's already there. So in order to import pandas, you have to write this keyword, import pandas as PD. Okay, and NumPy will be using along, because हम data initially generate करेंगे using NumPy. I've not shared any file with you, so we'll be generating our own data and we'll be creating data frames from this data. Okay, so in pandas we have we have data frames, we have series. So series is a kind of list, जो एक simple list of values. It will store a list of values. So just starting with series. So this is my list, and in order to create a series, I have to write this keyword PD dot capital S. Python is case sensitive, so you have to write capital S. And what I want to create a series. So you see, I'm saying I'm giving input as my list, and this is the element like 2, 3, 4. I'm getting my result here, but in pandas you get the index number along with the values. So you see, these are my index. They are by default. वो हमेशा आएंगे ही आएंगे. Even if you don't want, they will come. ठीक है? So this is the series created. So automatically your indexes are generated as per your values, and by default index will start from 0. If you want some other index, तो हम अलग से उसके लिए label देंगे. Then index will be changed. But by default, this is the way how a series looks like. These are my series values, which came up from this list, and they are the respective indexes. So now let's say I don't want the default indexes. I want to change the index values. Then I can create another list here, like I've done here. I can create another list of, just to show that it will also accept any kind of value, be it a string, be it a number, be it a floating value. It will accept any kind of value. ठीक है, but वो operation, if you want to perform a string operation, then you have to be careful that if there is a combination of integer and float, then you might get some error. कि बिकॉज स्ट्रिंग ऑपरेशन उन पे नहीं चलेंगे, सिमिलर इज फॉर इंटीजर, ठीक है, वो स्ट्रिंग ऑपरेशंस पे इंट ऑपरेशन नहीं चलेंगे. So at that time you might face some problem. Otherwise, if you just want to define a series, it will accept any kind of value you give it. तो हर चीज कर लेगा.
Sorry, Sujata, to interrupt. What exactly? I didn't get that. What exactly is series used for? To define anything?
Yeah, it is used to define a list of values. जैसे हमारा एक कॉलम, जैसे जैसे डेटा फ्रेम है, so pandas में दो चीज होती है. Series is a standalone list of values and another one is data frame. So data frame is like it is formed from series. Multiple series clubbed together form a data frame. मतलब एक kind of एक column है जिसमें आपके multiple values stored है, standalone column. Just like list, but list में हमारे by default indexes नहीं आते, वो pandas way नहीं है. Pandas way में एक kind of list representation को series बोल देते हैं और उसमें by default indexes भी आते हैं. And you can change the index जो हम list में नहीं कर पाते थे, so you can change the index. So by default it was 0 1 2. I can define my own index. So let's say and the length has to be same. If I'm having 3 elements, I have my index should have 3 elements here. So these are the by default keywords. Data will come here, index will come here. It's so up to you. You can remove them, or for understanding purpose मैंने ये लिखा है कि what my list is referred to as data, and if I'm writing labels, then it is referring to what? It is referring to index. So when I run this command, you see what is my, okay, I need to run it here. So when I run it, you see my original जो index values थी 0 1 2. Now they have changed up to be these values which I defined myself. So kind of combination or list of values stored in pandas way form up to be series. But you have to be like you have to take care of this capital S. You says series is used to give the value of x fix in suppose a bar graph, right? नहीं समझ में आदित्य आपने क्या कहा. Just turn on your mic and बता दो. सीरीज हम जनरली अगर लिस्ट हम सीरीज हम जनरली यूज नहीं करते, हम डेटा फ्रेम पे ही काम करते हैं. बट यू शुड नो बिकॉज सीरीज इज लाइक
सपोज बार ग्राफ है और सॉर्ट करके वैल्यूज लगानी होती है. सपोज बार ग्राफ में सॉर्ट या फिल्टर करके लगानी होती है वैल्यूज, तो हम सीरीज में डिफाइन करके सीरीज को बार ग्राफ के एक्सटिक जो लेबल्स होते हैं उसमें डिफाइन कर देते हैं फंक्शन में.
उसमें इट्स नॉट मैंडेटरी कि आप सीरीज, उसमें आप लिस्ट दोगे तो भी चल जाएगा, डेटा फ्रेम का कॉलम दोगे तो भी चल जाएगा. तो इट्स नॉट लिमिटेड कि बार ग्राफ्स में यूज होती है. नो, दिस इज जस्ट वे टू स्टोर डेटा इन पांडास. कि आपको स्टैंडअलोन सिर्फ एक लिस्ट स्टोर करनी है, तो उसको कैसे स्टोर करोगे पांडास वे में? लिस्ट रख लो या फिर डेटा फ्रेम बना नहीं सकते एक सिंगल, उससे बन सकता है, उससे भी डेटा फ्रेम बन सकता है. बट सीरीज इज जस्ट लाइक वे टू स्टोर डेटा. हम आइडियली इसको ज्यादा यूज होती नहीं है, डेटा फ्रेम से यूज होते हैं. एंड इट्स नॉट लिमिटेड टू जस्ट ग्राफ, इट कैन बी यूज्ड एनीवेयर.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, the use of series.
Now series can be created not just with lists, it can be created by arrays as well. But one thing is required, that you need to that array needs to be one dimensional. Let's say if I give a 2-dimensional array here, it will throw me an error because it won't accept 2D array values. So it has to be 1D. So if this is my array and if I give the values, so from an array I'm able to define a series value. Clear? Now you can have deleted that. Just give me a second. So you can define series from dictionaries as well. So all the keys will be your index values. So if I'm giving D here, as per the output I'm defining the dictionary. I don't know, I might have deleted it. You see, this was my dictionary here, and this was my key 1, key as G and key as D. They all have become my index values, and जो respective value थी वो मेरी values है. So you can define a series using a NumPy array, you can define it using a dictionary, you can define it using a list. Pandas will accept each and everything. ठीक है? So basic series है, majorly हम data frame पे ही काम करते हैं. This was our like own index by using label, or we can define our own index using dictionaries keys, or you just can simply pass in a list of values here, and then also your index will be renamed. Okay. Again, I've passed my, so it will pick keys. Yes, it will see, we won't say them as label. They are index values. Label nahi, they are index values. 1, G and D, they are index values. Okay, Rajat. Now, just like we just defined numerical values here, कि सभी integer दिया, so it's not mandatory. You can define in a list like having all string values. जैसे मेरा यहाँ पे label क्या था, AG, which we have defined prior. So what was our label? AG, BH and CD. These were our labels. So we can define them as our data set as well. So Pandas is nice. It's very, it gives you so much of power. बहुत n number of functionalities इसमें available है. So it will accept any kind of value you feed in. Some of what? I'm not fed in into anything. Okay. Now moving on to data frames. Again, this is, I've defined a series here, nothing else. Series again. So this is my data, 10, 20, 30, 40, and this is my index. When I run this came out to be my series. You can, if you want to define a nan value explicitly from yourself, then you have to use NumPy. So if you just simple write, let's say मुझे nan value डालनी है अपने data में. So I cannot write just nan here, because सिर्फ standalone nan will be taken as a string plus unidentified. You say nan is not defined. अगर मैं इसको string में बनाऊंगी तो it won't refer to my null values. So when you want to have a nan value which is referring to ideal null value, then we have to use NumPy for that. ठीक है, np.nan, it means I'm able to generate a nan value. See here, now this is a nan. So when you want to check when you want to give a nan value, you have to write np.nan. Ideally हमारी data में खुद होती है, हमें देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. But at some point, if you want to give, then just use this, or you want to check for a condition, then just use this keyword np.nan, and then you will get the nan value. Okay. Now moving on to data frame. Series was just a list की list of values की multiple values stored है, उनके respective indexes हैं. Only one column at a time. लेकिन what if I want to have multiple columns all together? So for that the data frames comes into role. तो data frame भी हम multiple तरीके से generate कर सकते हैं. This is by using dictionary. So what I've done here, I've defined a dictionary. This is my dictionary here. So just like in series, जो हमारी key values were, they came up to be indexes, right? जो मैंने key define किया था, they came out to be my indexes. But same thing is not with dictionary data frames. So this is my key here, name, and another key is age. So they will come up to be my column name. You see, one column is age, another column is name. All the values will be values as usual, but these will be my column names. They are no longer my index values, and by default index आएंगे 0 and 1. And in order to create a data frame, you need to write pd.d capital and f capital, and what is to be fed into this will be written within the brackets. Okay, so just try defining series and dictionary. I'm not giving you time to code, so let me write in just one of few commands here, so you'll be able to do it. So once you are done here, मुझे बता देना. एक second. Okay. Do you want me to show about जो हमने commands ऊपर लिखी? Do you want me to show them as well, or these three are good to go? Should I show it one by one, or these three are good to go? Do you want to see the above as well?
Yes, please.
Once you're done with them, please tell me. I'll scroll down. Okay, scrolling down. Yeah. Well, अभी हो गया सबका? Should I scroll down? Yeah, with a single value, I'm able to generate all the five, like, just five values. So sabhi mere automatically values pick ho gaya. So this was a scalar value. That is one value, all values are like same. Hanji, are you done, most of you? Okay, then moving on. Here, same command here. So just ठीक है, सबका हो गया? Okay, moving on then. Yes. हो जाए तो बता देना मोहित, then let's fall down. Data in a series where? Which one? Which one? Mohit, you're talking about which cell number on the screen or above, इससे भी ऊपर वाले? हाँ जी. Okay, 5 minutes break. ठीक है. No problem. Although like 45 हो गया, no problem. We'll be back at 6:50. So मोहित मुझे बता दो, I leave that page at that point जहाँ पे आपका रह गया था, then we'll resume at 6:50 back. मोहित, where do you want me to leave the page? और आपका हो गया है सारा? Okay, I don't know. So okay, 5 minutes break. We'll be starting back in 5 minutes. Okay. मोहित, सेल नंबर बताओ. मैं ऐसे डेटा इन सीरीज कौन से वाला, मैं वही पूछ रही हूँ, कौन से वाला राइट? Which one? Okay, ठीक है ये वाला मोहित. Okay, then we'll be back at 48 already. 5 minutes break and then we'll be back. ठीक है. Okay, so let's begin. मोहित ठीक है, when although मैं कॉपी पेस्ट कर देती हूँ इसको यहाँ पे, बट यहाँ I'll share this code, तो मे बी आप सॉल्व करें, नहीं तो रिकॉर्डिंग वाले सेशन में चेक कर लेना. ठीक है, so moving on, we defined a data frame so by using a dictionary approach. So another way is like we can define a nested list, and then also we can define data frame using that. So what is done, this is done here. So this is a nested list, and I'm having two values, like 2 rows and 2 columns. So this is my H, and then again this is the command we will always use in order to create a data frame. So PD referring to pandas, and data frame is the name of function, and I want to create data frame out of what? H. So I just feed in H, and I'm giving a name as df underscore H, and when I'm printing it, you see, by default, your column names will come out to be 0, 1. So we'll rename the columns as we move on, but by default, abhi 0, 1 hi aayenge. If you add in multiple, let's say I'm adding 20 here, and or let's say I'm just giving a string value. So it will still run, and you see the column name is 2. So column names will be automatically taken just like indexes if you do not specify any, and you can give any kind of operation in a data frame. ठीक है, so बस just keep in mind how you define a data frame with command pd.dataframe, capital D and capital F. Now in order to, okay, this was series, okay. Now in order to, let's say I want to retrieve the element of, I would just want, okay, abhi nahi, let me give a column name, then I will. What is this said one? This will do when we'll move to data frame with proper name. तो इस चीज को हम करेंगे, एंड इंडेक्सिंग पार्ट आई विल डू इट. Okay, I think अब सबको clear है how do you define a data frame. Please define a data frame using NumPy. आप make it as I want you to generate a data frame having 5 rows and 5 columns. उसमें आपकी values कुछ भी आ सकती हैं. So you know it will be like 5 into 5. How many values? So generate a data frame using NumPy. Do not give explicitly. Do not write them explicitly. NumPy use करके values generate करो and उसे data frame बनाओ. कर सकते हो ना अभी? सिंपल कमांड है numpy की फॉर वैल्यू जनरेशन एंड देन डेटा फ्रेम, 5 rows and 5 columns. क्लियर है? Like what you have to do? किसी को कोई confusion? You just have to define a data frame so that you have 5 rows and 5 columns into your data frame. हाँ जी बताओ, why nobody is responding? See, not even just this is not a good thing. एक सेकेंड आदित्य. हाँ जी ठीक है. हाँ जी ठीक है आदित्य. सेकेंड अब्दुस आदित्य भी. राकेश, हाँ जी ठीक है राकेश. बाकी सबका हो गया? Rakesh, Aditya Karoli, and we have only 3 of you have defined. What about others? Are you able to define a data frame having 5 rows and 5 columns? Let me run in your command, Kanishka. ठीक है. Okay. So can be done using multiple ways. What I've done, I've simply used arange function when I have defined it. So pd dot data frame, the keyword, the function name, and then np dot arange, and I'm reshaping it into 5 into 5. So 5 rows and the respective 5 columns. Now I can give my own indexes as well. So you just have to pass in a list, that is, and the list should be having like 5 values. And for columns के लिए, let's say we are having by default what are the columns names 0 से लेके 4 तक. Now let's say I want to have my own column names, so I can just say columns is equals to, and this has to be a list. So A, comma B, oops. Okay, so you see how am I able to give my own column names? So ऐसे you can give in your own column names and you can give your own indexes. जैसे हमने ऊपर label दिया था, you can give them as well. Akansha, are you able? Let me run your command as well. Why Akansha? Why have you done it explicitly? I told you to use numpy. तो numpy का use क्या हुआ? अगर आप सब एक खुद ही लिख रहे हो तो numpy का use क्या? We have multiple functions which will generate. You can use random integer, or you can use arange, or different functions available. Some clear? Okay, so how do I, like, just like in list we can perform and okay, before that, in order to refer to a column, how do we refer? Let's say this is my data frame. I just want column A from it. So we have 2 ways how we can refer to a column, that is df dot A. You write it this way, your complete column A will be printed. Or another way to do is df, and in square brackets you just give in the column name. By this way also your column will be printed, but there is a difference. So if you want to assign a new column, or if you want to create a new column, then dot operator से जो आप column create करोगे वो सही नहीं चलेगा. By that, for that you have to use this way only. Also, let's say मेरा column name A की जगह, let's say it is sum. At some point मैंने अपना column name दिया है sum. I'm not given A. So if I'm calling df.sum, then sum is an inbuilt function in Python. So it might create problem for me कि वो ढंग से काम ना करे. So in that case, if you give it this way, if instead of A, if I'm giving sum here, it won't create any problem because it is taking as a string. लेकिन dot में, because dot operator is again used for calling functions. So if I'm saying dot sum, then at some point it might consider कि I'm calling the function sum. So you have to be careful while giving the names, and if you have given such kind of names, then do not use this dot functionality. Just use it this way. Otherwise, अगर आपके normal names है ABCD just like this, or simple names which are not colliding with inbuilt function name, then you can just use this dot operator and call the column. ठीक है? Now by this I'm able to call this one column at a time. Similarly, or if I just want row number 0, तो जैसे हम indexing इसमें वैसे perform नहीं होगी, वो series में था. Just I've done here. Okay, it's not defined. I might have deleted at some point. Okay. Okay, now let's say I want to not just with only column A, I want to have column B as well. So when you want to access more than one column, then you need to give double square brackets within with this. So with this, now I can give column B, I can introduce more columns as well, but just keep in mind you have to introduce 2 square brackets. By this command, you are able to print multiple columns. If I just give a single square bracket, so एक second. You see, what did I get an error? It says key error. So whenever you want to have access to multiple columns, write them in double square brackets. It's not कि 2 column दे सकते हो. You can give as many. So we just had 5 columns. Let's give one more here. So you see, we're just able to print all the values of column A, B, C, and D. Okay. So this way, and also multiple columns आप dot operator से नहीं print कर सकते. Dot से आप सिर्फ एक ही को refer कर सकते हो. If you want to refer all of them, then you have to use this way in square brackets. Clear? Is anybody having any confusion so far आज की class में? We just started with pandas. Any confusion so far? Okay then, we'll begin with pandas tomorrow. And किसी को कोई question हो, doubt हो, किसी topic में confusion हो, तो please let me know. We'll discuss that first, and then we'll move to the solution part. ठीक है? So thank you everybody आज की class के लिए, and library install कैसे किया? Nishkash बताया तो था, like just go to Anaconda prompt, let's say search Google for that library. Let's say you want to install Seaborn, or let's say you want to install pandas or NumPy. Just Google it. Let's say अभी हमारे पास वैसे Anaconda में pandas NumPy है, लेकिन assuming pandas is not there in our Anaconda prompt, और जैसे आपने अभी Seaborn नहीं किया होगा, you missed it. So let's say I want to install Seaborn here. So I'll just Google this command, Anaconda install Seaborn, and then I'll look for this official website. So anaconda.org is the official website. So I just go to this one, and the commands are already given. So you just need to copy these commands, these here, sorry, this one. You just need to copy this command and search Anaconda prompt. You see, you can see Anaconda prompt here. So you need to search Anaconda prompt, and then when that is open, just paste this command and do enter. So अभी आपसे yes no या बाकी चीजें पूछेगा, just do the thing what it asks for, and then by just simple this process, your a library will be installed into your system. Okay. Okay then. Okay then, thank you everybody for today. See you tomorrow, and we'll start with pandas only. Okay. So Damini, we are done with today's session.
Yes, Sujata.
Hanji, we are done with today's session, Damini.
Okay, done.
Okay, Ji. Thank you. Thank you everybody.
Guys.
Bye.